So this has been freezing, not much, say for about 15 minutes. Okay, and it's important to cling wrap because you don't want the sponge to dry. Okay, and so I have some more of the cake here. I'm not going to use all of it together because I wouldn't know how much I need, right? Let me just work on the hands. I'm just going to break the sponge. I'm going to add the cream. Okay, and then I'm just going to shape the hands by just having a sheet of cling wrap. Into this, I'm just going to just measure, just also so this is the front of the body, right? You just want to roughly measure and then add. You start with a ball. So all these finger marks you can just get rid of, and that's why we need the cling wrap. Okay. Going to do for the other hand as well. I will be needing a bit more of the cake pop mixture. Oh, I think this should be enough. Okay, so this I'm just going to place it on the cling wrap. And just wrap this. Okay. Because you want to freeze this, and you don't want it to dry, so we're just adding it in the cling wrap. And also shape, you could just pack it tight, just rolling it. Just getting the other one. I'm also just going to work on the legs. I'll be needing some more of this cake scraps. So for keeping the legs, I just want to kind of push this body. We've just added the ganache for the body to stick the cake on the bottom layer. Just want to position it so after which I just wouldn't change. Okay, and here again the cake pop. Just want to have a narrow part here. Just want it wider here. So basically after putting in the cling wrap and then getting it back after once it is firm, it is going to lose a bit of the shape, but we could reshape it right now. It's just nicely snuggled here. You can just see how this part of the leg just has taken the shape. Just want to pack it tight. Just press it down with the body and it takes the shape here around the body all by itself, and just narrow down here and then push it up. Make sure from the body it just doesn't go all the way wide there. You just want it coming straight line from the body's line, and then the leg comes all the way straight in. And here it's all tucked in. Again with ganache, we'll put more efforts to tuck in. Just going to take the leg from there and then freeze it. So I'm just going to place the legs and then the hands in a cake board. It's better that it is flat so we just don't alter the shape. And I'll just freeze this say for about 15 minutes, and I'm also going to freeze the body, and then I'll get back once I have the legs and the hands frozen so I could just attach them onto the body and then continue finishing making the body. So the cake has been freezing, and I have the two hands and then the legs also freezing, but then I've also thawed it out for some time to not keep it like extremely firm. Now I'm going to use some white chocolate ganache that I'm just going to use to stick the parts. Okay, so first I'm just going to start with a leg, so I'll be able to find out the position for the hands. Okay, so this is the shape that we had made already, so it's just going to fit in there. So you can see how it's just got attached to the body. Now to start with the other leg. So now the leg is going to be flat down. I'm just going to remove the cling wrap. Sorry, this needs to go on top of the cake that we have carved. So here I just want to have the leg attached. So I'm just going to take a little bit of the white ganache and then just spread it out here and stick, so you can be sure that it is not going to move. Okay. It will soften up, and if you want to just change a bit of the shape, you could still do. So now we could just position it in a way that you could keep the hands here on the leg, or just it could be here on the sides as well. Just going to press down here where the shoulder ends. You don't want it to have very protruding out. Yeah, just want to add some shape here to the hands. I'm just going to do the same for the other hand. And again just shape for the hands. Now just allow some room for the ganache to come and then the fondant to come and all that we know. We just need to keep the size a bit smaller. Okay, so we just have a shape like this. Now for the body, this is fine for the shape of the cake, and just going to look around. Now I'm just going to go ahead and then ganache this, and before which it's good that if it is thawed and it is quite soft, a bit of freezing should be quite good to continue. So I'll just get back to show you how I'm just going to ganache this whole doll that is not having the head at the moment, but I'll just get back to show first how to make the head. That will be the next step. In the meantime, this will go to freeze so it can just firm up, and I'll start with making the head, and once we attach the head, and then we cover the entire thing with ganache. Now ganaching this separately and then adding the head is going to disturb the ganache areas. Could have been smoother that way. So we finish the head, and though that is going to be Rice Krispie treats, we'll ganache the entire thing. So then our final ganache will be like super smooth before we go ahead with the fondant. So I'll get back on a lesson where I'm going to teach you how to make the head using the Rice Krispie treats.